Welcome to Yarra Rangers Life TV's midweek wrap for another week. Yes, it's our 31st, and this week we're coming from the Yarra Glen Racecourse at their Melbourne Cup meet. As always, we've got a chock-a-block episode for you this week. Of course, we've got the latest local news headlines, we've got some sports shorts, we've got the weather. We also talk about the Healesville Music Festival, which is coming up this very weekend, approaching, as well as we share a couple of other awesome stories with you. But as I always say, now it's time for the latest local news headlines, this week presented by Jim Brown.
Hi, I'm Jim Brown. Welcome to the midweek wrap, brought to you once again from the Killara Estate and Winery at Seville, the day after Melbourne Cup. The Mount Evelyn Mail's front page looks at the appointment of local footy coach for Carlton Women's AFL team next year. Wandon senior coach Nick Rutley gets the gig, but will retain his position as senior coach for the Wandon Football Club, which he says was the perfect preparation for the job of coaching Carlton Blues women's team. The Blues' first game is on February the 2nd next year against Collingwood at Icon Park, and hope to repeat their victory against the Pies in their first historic encounter this year. In the Mountain Views Mail, the front page looks at how the National Disability Insurance Scheme, or NDIS, will roll out in the Yarra Ranges. It officially came into being on November the 1st, and there's a long way to go before the NDIS is fully up and running. However, while accepting there are bound to be some teething problems, Melbourne Support Services CEO says the NDIS will be worth the wait. He is quoted as saying, "We campaigned for it, we recognise the old system wasn't working, and we are excited by the NDIS rollout." The state government decides the NDIS as one of the greatest social reforms in Australian history, and already has empowered 15,000 Victorians to fulfil their goals and participate in community life. Yarra Ranges residents are encouraged to visit the NDIS website to find out more, and there are details in the story if you're interested in attending a seminar next week. The Ferntree Gully Mail's front page features a story about Yarra Ranges CFA finalists in a competition to find out which has done most to produce fire prevention programs in the local community. The 5 local finalists among the 200 hoping to win the award are the Ash Wednesday Bushfire Education Centre in Cockatoo, Fun Time Story Time by Eastern Regional Libraries, Ferntree Gully CFA, along with Upper Ferntree Gully's Fire Brigade's local preparedness videos. The awards will be announced and presented on Monday the 4th of December. The Upper Yarra Mail's front page looks at a group of environmentalists undertaking a long forest walk from Warburton to Walhalla, trying to bring back an historic hiking journey which was very popular before the 1939 fires. The 6-day walk will pay tribute to Dr. Annie Yoffer, who became the first woman to complete the walk solo in 1928. Although parts of the original track are now under the waters of the vast Upper Yarra Dam and in closed catchment areas, the new modified journey will take in some of the most beautiful walking destinations in the Yarra Ranges, like the Tooronga Falls and Mount Baw. This is a pilot program to create a world-class walking track which could include overnight huts along the way. You can follow this pioneering journey on Facebook. The link is in the story. I'm Jim Brown. Thank you for watching the 31st edition of the Midweek Wrap.
Sports Shorts! Love that segment intro. And in footy, yes, the Leaders Toby Prime reports Joel Garner, not the cricketer, but Eastern Rangers 18-year-old halfback is set to make his mark in AFL. Having already been compared to Hawthorn's 4-times premiership player Luke Hodge, Joel led the Vic Metro team to win back-to-back titles, picking up an All-Australian honour along the way. Also this year, the Wandon player juggled school as well as his footy commitments, captaining the Rangers as well as Scotch College in the private schools comp, Vic Metro, as mentioned, and he was also a member of the AFL Academy. Joel, we wish you all the best in finding a home in the AFL. And in boxing, Moorbark boxing twins, Jason and Andrew Maloney, have set themselves some pretty lofty goals after scoring impressive victories recently. Jason boasting a 15-0 or 15-0 pro record with 12 knockouts. He pummeled Julius Kisarawe in under a round, claiming the vacant WBA Oceania bantamweight title. Good job, Jason. And his brother Andrew, also possessing a 15-0 record, 10 by KO, scored a 4th round knockout of Tanzania's Hashimu Zuberi to become the first Australian to win a Commonwealth Games gold medal and a professional Commonwealth boxing title. Oh, we got some legends and heroes here in the Valley and the Ranges. That's the Sports Shorts for this week. More Sports Shorts next week.
Sports Shorts.
Oh, the Healesville Music Festival is fast approaching on November 10th to 12th. And to find out more about this awesome event of music, food and fun and festivities, we're going to have a chat to Ewan Clunan, one of the event organisers. Ewan, what's the Healesville Music Festival all about?
Well, it's all about music and bringing people to the valley and bringing music to the valley and having a great weekend.
Fantastic. And what can people expect to see?
People can expect to see loads of bands. We've got over 30 acts appearing at the festival this year. We've got multiple venues. We've got about half a dozen venues. We've got the Memorial Halls in the background here. We've got the Monda Muse, which is at the racecourse. So that's a great festival atmosphere out there. We've got the RSL and some other little venues scattered throughout town.
Fantastic. And also down at the racecourse, there's camping on site plus a market.
That's correct, yeah. So camping, we started last year and it went really well. So we've brought back the camping again this year. We've got a market of over 55 stalls this year. And it's just growing and growing every year.
Fantastic. And what kind of bands can people expect to see?
Look, there's a massive array, anything from blues to folk to alt country. We've got instrumental acts such as Opal Ocean, who are an incredible guitar duo, and they play it's a funny mix of Spanish mixed with heavy metal. It's great. They've got loads of hair. They're fantastic.
Fantastic. So there's over the multiple sites, there's a variety of different musicians from far and from wide and from local as well.
Local acts, yes, we've got about half a dozen local acts. We've got international acts. We've got Scott Cook from Canada coming out this year, as well as loads of national touring bands as well.
Fantastic. And all the fun starts on Friday at about, I think it's 5 p.m. or so it kicks off?
7 p.m. the first act kicks off in the Memo Hall. Mm-hmm. And we'll also have entertainment that night out at the racecourse. And then, all day Saturday is free at the racecourse from 9 a.m, where the market is kicking off there, until 4:30 out there, and then, ticketed right throughout the town.
Wonderful. And ticket prices, of course, where can people get their tickets from?
They can get from the Try Booking site, so go to our website at www.healesvillemusicfestival.com.au, or on the Facebook page, there's links there, and that'll take you to Try Booking, or you can buy them directly from the Memorial Hall as well.
Fantastic. Ewan, thanks for sharing that insight into the Healesville Music Festival. Of course, Yarra Rangers Live TV will be there as well, doing a bit of a live broadcast or two, so I hope you guys can join some of the awesome music, fun, family entertainment as well here at the Healesville Music Festival from November 10th to the 12th.
Thanks, Patrick.
Cheers.
Every single part of Australia and every community, large and small, traditionally has had a war memorial, and there's very good reasons for that, because particularly once you got from the capital cities, these communities gave disproportionately their their sons, their husbands and fathers, and increasingly in conflicts women also, to the defence of our nation, its interests and our values. The memorials, particularly the one at Seville, is particularly important because it makes sure that we never ever lose sight of the individual sacrifices that have been made in our name, devotion to duty and to our country, and the inconsolable loss, grief and mourning that was felt by those immediate families, but also the sense of pride in terms of what was given. In one sense, the memorial is about these men, in the case of Seville, those whose names will be listed and their stories, but in another, it's actually about us. It's about who we are, what we value as being important. And if you just look at the story of George Ingram, for example, it asks a question that's in every one of us. Are we the kind of person that would move toward danger? Would we risk our lives for other people? And ultimately, a life of value is one that's in the service of others. That's what the memorial's about. I urge anybody that is able to, doesn't matter how much or how little, if you're able to put something into the Seville War Memorial, it'll make a difference.
Parade! Halt!
Yarra Junction Primary School are very excited to be hosting their first ever Colour Trail. The Colour Trail is a school fundraising event, but also an opportunity for our community to become involved with a school event. The Colour Trail is going to be held down at the Yarra Junction Football Club, Netball Club, the Yarra Centre. It is designed for people to come down with their prams, with their families. You can walk, you can run, you can just enjoy a lovely stroll, then ending up at our wonderful family fun area. The family fun area at the end of our Colour Trail has a number of exciting things for families. There are lots of food and food stalls. There'll be a 7-piece band called No Parking playing. There are free jumping castles, free craft and other activities, as well as a range of market stalls. So we don't just invite you down for a wonderful stroll or jog or walk, we're also inviting you to come and enjoy the fun at the end of the trail. You can register for this event over the next fortnight at our Facebook page, so please jump online, follow the link and join us for a fun and exciting 26th of November on our Colour Trail. This is the first time a Colour Trail, or Colour Run as they're known, is being hosted in the Yarra Valley, and we'd love you to all come along on November the 26th, on the morning of November the 26th, for our first ever Colour Trail, as we raise some funds for our students and their new playground. The new playground forms part of our building works, which we're currently undertaking here at the school. We're very fortunate to have a number of major sponsors who have come on board to support us in being able to host that event, and I'd like to introduce Mel and Jason Rush from Gladysdale Bakehouse, who will be our major sponsor, and without their support we wouldn't be able to host such a large community event.
Thanks, Laurie. Gladysdale Bakehouse has always been involved with helping the community with fundraising events, but the Colour Trail for the school is a fantastic event to be involved with this year, and we're happy to come on board as major sponsors. We've had children at the school now for 9 years, and with a little preppy we've got another 6 years to go. So a great event to kick off for the first time this year, and we look forward to being involved for years to come. So thank you very much.
We look forward to seeing you on November the 26th for this fantastic family fun event.
Oh, and that's the end of another midweek wrap on Yarra Rangers Life TV. As always, our mission is to inform, engage and entertain you guys out there. And as I said, this is the 31st midweek wrap we've compiled. Also, we've got a massive playlist, lots of videos that you can scroll through on Facebook as well as YouTube, of course. But all the fun live crosses, they're on our Facebook page. Be sure to discover the multitudes of events and events that we've been through, of course.
There you go.
Going great, mate. And that's all part of the fun, of course, here on Melbourne Cup Day, Yarra Glen Racecourse. Big thanks to everyone involved in this week's production. Jim Brown for presenting the news, Mitchell Hatten, production assistant extraordinaire. And of course, I'm Pat, signing off this week. We've got a great song that was recorded live at the studios of AMR Regali. Awesome artist. His name is Aaron Thomason. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week. As always, we're living, we're loving, sharing life in the Yarra Rangers, only on Yarra Rangers Life TV.
Messages, your numbers dry. Believe in remedies, asking why. And you fall on your knees, begging please, begging please. But you know the verdict, we know how this ends, and it ends without anybody getting out alive. I hate this bar, it all slows down. Nobody is moving, not making a sound. It all goes quiet, it all goes dark. Watch, I don't leave you at that start. And if you give your love to me, I will be content, 'cause I know I am capable of this, of loving you until the end. And you can call it off if you feel you've had enough. If you feel that we're through, well, pack your bags, baby, I'm done with you, I'm done with you, done with you. Oh, I am done with you, done with you, done with you. Into the stratosphere and oh, what you say, leaving me empty when you're living today. Yes, into the stratosphere and oh, what you say, leaving me empty when you're leaving today. Yes, into the stratosphere. Into the stratosphere. Into the stratosphere. And I'm not going alive, all down your back. We are victimized. I won't know you're out again. We couldn't talk, 'cause talking was for strangers. We just listened to what we felt, still believe we both were on the same page. Into the stratosphere and oh, what you say, leaving me empty when you're living today. It's into the stratosphere and oh, what you say, leaving me empty when you're leaving today. It's into the into the stratosphere. Oh, 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 oh.
guys.
Nice stuff, Aaron.
Thank you.